I grew up in Lansing, Michigan, and wanted to be in the sports business. I played tennis in college and always wanted to sort of stay on the business side of sports, but I really didn't know what I wanted to do or how to do it, and I didn't have a lot of money, and so I taught tennis in Lansing, Michigan for the summer, and made, saved my $2,000 and put it in my car and literally drove my car, 75 south to Atlanta, Georgia, because one of my girlfriends was living down there working for the Olympics. So I said, hey, can I live on your floor until I kind of figure this out? And she said, yeah, no problem, cool. So I go down and I live on her floor. Well, I had 3 names of 3 people that my tennis coach had given me, of people that I could meet with to sort of begin to network with. So I wake up the next day, with a little bit of a tight nap, sleeping on her floor, and I pick up the phone and start calling people. Well, I had found out through a bunch of people that you can teach tennis in exchange for your rent in Atlanta. That tennis is so big there that you can actually teach tennis at the apartment complex in lieu of paying rent, or maybe get a rent reduction. So I find out through this guy on the phone that there's this apartment complex that the manager of the complex doesn't know it yet, right? But that the pro of that complex was leaving. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me, this is huge. So I literally find out that this apartment complex is on the same street as the governor's mansion. I mean, every house on the street to the left and right is $2, $3, $5, $7 million bucks, right? So it's a great location. So I go over there and I meet with this manager and I said, hey, I want to teach tennis for my rent. I play tennis in college, and I'd love to be able to. And she goes, oh yeah, cool, but we have a pro already, we're good. And I said, no, but I could kind of, and meanwhile in my head, right, I know that the pro's leaving, but she doesn't know he's leaving. She goes, oh, he's been here for 8 years, he's awesome, he's been here forever. And I said, okay, well, let me tell you, I taught tennis in Michigan, and we could do this really cool hit for prizes thing. I know the people at Wilson and Nike and all these places, and we could do this sort of cool deal where I could have Wilson and Nike send all this stuff in, and she's like, you know what, I'm good. And I go, okay, cool, well, I'll just stay in touch, and if anything changes, let me know, right? So I leave, and I wait about 3 or 4 days, and I go back over there, and I'm like, hey, you won't believe it. I said, but I talked to the pizza place across the street. This guy that owns this pizza place has been there forever, and I said, he will do a deal with us where he'll let us put a coupon in the newsletter, and he'll give me 20 free pizzas a month to do these clinics with all the people that live here. With my Wilson people, I already talked to Wilson, and Wilson set, Nike set, they're sending me boxes of goodies, and she's like, lady, man, I told you I'm good, I got a pro. And I was like, oh, okay, cool, well, I just wanted you to know I got a lot of energy around trying to help you with this thing, and we could do some great things, and what's your occupancy right now? And she goes, what? I said, how many empty apartments do you have? And she said, well, we got a lot. So my occupancy's down to 87%. I go, 87%? I said, we should be at 95, 96. You're on West Paces Ferry. You're living in this, this fat spot. We can crush it. And she's like, oh my God. She goes, I'm good. I said, well, here's my number. Listen, let's stay connected, right? So I leave. And I go over there the next day. And I go, dude, here's the box. Even if, it doesn't work out, I just want to get. She goes, you're not going to believe this. I said, what? She goes, my pro's leaving. And I go, no way. You gotta be kidding me. And she goes, yeah, he's out. And I said, wow. I said, well, this is great timing. This is awesome. I said, and here's some articles, because I used to write little columns in the Lansing State Journal in Michigan on tennis tips. And I said, so we could put those in a little newsletter that you give out to all the residents every month. And she goes, wow, okay, cool. And I said, and you still got that box of goodies? And she said, yeah. She said, well, this is what we did with the pro before. She said we gave him, the rent was $850. She said what we did was we just gave him $500 off the $850, and so he paid $350. And I said, oh man, yep. No, we gotta waive it. We just gotta waive it. Straight up, $850, done, shut it down, I'll move in, we'll crush it. 97% tomorrow, we will kill it. And she's like, you what? And I'm like, call your dude, man, work for me, girl, be my agent, go in there and get it done for me, we can crush it. And she goes, oh God, all right, hold on. So she goes in, calls a couple people, comes back out, and I'm like, did we do it, baby? Did you crush it for me? And she goes, yeah, man, we're good, $850 waived, I can't believe it. She said, but I told him about all the stuff you do, and the pizza, and the newsletter, and the prizes, and whatever, and she said, and he said it's a good deal, so let's do it. I said, so $850 straight up? She goes, yeah. She goes, when can you move in? I said, right now. I'm living on the floor of my girlfriend's apartment, so this would be great. And she goes, yeah, okay, well, I'll have our manager show you around. And I said, well, no, that's cool. Just give me the apartment closest to the tennis court, because that's where I'm going to be. And she goes, okay, great. So I lived there, you guys. I lived there. I had people that would get married, meet the people that are going to marry, get married, move out, have kids, get divorced, move back in, okay? And they would see me going up the elevator and be like, you still live here? And I'm like, yeah. They're like, you are throwing money down the drain. And I go, I know, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. Meanwhile, I am just shoving it in the bank. I mean, just shoving it. I lived there, you guys, for 9 years and didn't pay rent. It was awesome. It was awesome. But the story, right, and where it ties into the worlds that we live in is how do you give and give and give so much that they can't say no to you? And that was really what that story was, is that I just kept giving her the pizzas and the goodies and the newsletter, and I was in her face, you know, in a nice way, right, but I was there. And it was impossible for her to just not sort of make it happen, right? So how do we do that with the people that work for us? How do we do that with the people that we want to, you know, to buy food from our restaurants or whatever it is that we do, right? How do we do that